I've loved the 7 Koopa children for as long as I can remember. I made my channel icon Iggy, then Roy, and now Donkey Kong, but that last one is besides the point. What I mean is, I love the Koopa children, so today I'm going to rank all 7 of them, based off their personalities, their designs, and of course, their boss battles. But before I begin, I just want to state a cool fact you might not know. The reason why my channel is called Lord Roy 88 is because 88, well, more specifically 1988, is the year the Koopalings first appeared in Super Mario Bros. 3, that game's release year. Well, in America. So, I'm going to be getting started with number 7, Morton Koopa. Now, Morton Koopa is actually called Morton Koopa Jr., which may lead you to believe that he's named after Bowser, right? And that his first name might be Morton. Well, that's not actually true, because the Koopalings are the adoptive children of Bowser. Morton is a Paleolithic kind of guy. He feels like a Neanderthal. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, he uses pillars to crush you. In New Super U, he uses the Pokeballs and uses his hammer to kick them at you. While neither of these encounters are bad, I'm just not a big fan of Morton's personality. He's seen as the tough guy, but we already have a tough Koopaling. I'll be talking about him later. Number 6 is Larry Koopa. Larry Koopa has a blue mohawk, but unfortunately that's the most interesting thing about him. There isn't really much to reflect on his personality here. Paper Mario Color Splash might reveal that he likes steaks or trains, but I feel like that personality should have been carried over to the modern 2D Marios, such as New Super Mario Bros. Wii and U. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, he has these platforms move up and down to fight him, which, yeah, isn't that interesting. And in New Super Mario Bros. U, he has these water spouts coming at you, which is a little bit more interesting. Still, I'm just not a big fan of Larry, and he's actually the youngest of the Koopalings, and the first one you fight, he's the first Koopaling anyone ever fought, technically, because Super Mario Bros. 3, his first appearance, he came first, but I'm just not a big fan of him. Number 5 is Wendy-O Koopa. Now, I used to think that Wendy-O Koopa was named that because O might have looked like a ring, and Wendy is known for her rings, because in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, she shoots rings at you with water, which can be pretty annoying, and in New Super Mario Bros. U, she skates around and uses the rings to make icicles fall on you, which is pretty cool, but it isn't really that dangerous. Wendy is the typical girly girl, but besides that, there isn't very much of interest. And I don't really mind that's her personality, but she doesn't have too much going for her, and that's why she's in the spot. Now we start getting into the Koopalings that I do indeed like, with number 4, Iggy Koopa. Now, Iggy Koopa used to be my favorite Koopaling, but that changed. Still, I love his palm tree hair, I love his eccentric personality, and I do enjoy his boss encounters. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, he chases you around in his chain jump, which is pretty fun, and in New Super Mario Bros. U, he can even run on the ceilings with pipes, and you have to avoid these Charvargs, which is a pretty cool idea. But the best part of Iggy, besides his more mechanical side, is his scream. His scream is excellent, and I really enjoy hearing it, and it's so iconic for him, really. Number 3 is Lemmy Koopa. Now, if there's one thing I just can't believe about this character, it's that he is the second oldest Koopaling. You'd think he'd be the youngest, or second youngest, right? Well, that simply isn't true, which is quite surprising. Anyways, Lemmy has a rainbow mohawk, and I don't know if this is the best hair out of any Nintendo character, but it is definitely a nomination for it. Lemmy is a mohawk in Mario Kart 8, which I don't understand why, but hey, that's who he is. Lemmy's a big fan of the circus. You can tell by his spherical objects he throws around. In both his Wii and U encounters, he throws these bouncy balls at you, and he rolls around on his own. He's a bit easier in New Super Mario Bros. U, and I prefer him in Wii, but to be fair, he is in a harder boss there, so that would make sense. Still, Lemmy is a very fun, bubbly, bouncing guy, and his boss theme in Paper Mario Color Splash is just, oh, it's so good. Number 2 is Ludwig von Koopa. Now, a lot of people think Ludwig is their number 1. For me, he's just a tad overrated, but, you know, not too much. His hair is really awesome. He's a musician, so he's based off of Beethoven, which is pretty cool. And I really like how he has a singular tooth. He's the eldest of the Koopa children, so he always does a good job watching over him. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you fight him on these moving platforms, and in U, he can clone himself. I really like how he learns how to fly in New Super Mario Bros. U, but no matter what version of Ludwig you're fighting, you know it's going to be challenging and you know it's going to be fun. And number 1 just has to be Roy Koopa. Oh, Roy Koopa, you are just so cool. You got your pink shades, you got your pink face cap, I believe that's what it is. Your voice is so deep and cool. You're a really tough guy, but unlike Morton, you don't feel like you're copying anyone with it. You have a bullet blaster in New Super Mario Bros. U you fight with, and in Wii you travel through pipes as well. No matter what, Roy, you are just a super cool guy. I'll always be a fan of you, and you're always going to be my main in Mario Kart 8. Thanks for watching. But before I end, I just want to say, no matter what, I still do love all the 7 Koopa children, despite what I've said. It's just I prefer some over others. Still, they're all really cool, and I hope they can finally appear in a 3D Mario someday. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.